Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pageant Sit Down. My name is Regina Elena, and I am super excited for all of you to join us today. I mean, when I say us, I mean myself today. Unfortunately, my co host Elizabeth is not available today, but that's okay because that just means I get to talk one on one with my guest, and I am so excited because I've had her on the show once before. She has been doing amazing things since, and I know she will continue to do even more amazing things. So, ladies, gentlemen, folks, everyone from across the world, please welcome Vitoria Silva. She was not only the first runner up at Galaxy Portugal last year, but she is going in again as a Miss Teen Galaxy Portugal finalist. Hello, Vitoria.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. Yeah, excited.
You're actually matching the stage perfectly right now. I don't know if you did this on purpose, but
I did it on purpose with the Galaxy crown.
ooh, even better, even better. All right, well, Victoria, you and I have been chatting online for many years now. We've done an interview together in the past, but I do
Yeah,
know that there are some viewers who don't know who you are. If you don't know, now you know. But can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
of course. Hi, everyone. I hope you are enjoying already. So, I'm Vitoria Silva. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Lisbon, Portugal. And besides being a finalist for Miss Galaxy Portugal, I'm also a model, an artist, and a cosplayer. Yeah.
That's amazing. So you anything that you do just revolves around um, beauty and being on stage and
Yeah.
being in front of the cameras and dressing up. I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Um, I want to talk really quickly because you were just in the UK for Galaxy UK, and I know I had the biggest FOMO, fear of missing out. I was so jealous that you got to be there. I had the privilege of meeting a bunch of the UK queens at Galaxy International. So, what was it like for you? Because I know you went
Yeah.
previously and then you went again this year. What was that whole experience like for you?
It was something really different. Um, Being at UK Galaxy Pageants again one more time was just really special. And I don't know why, but this time it really felt more emotional. I was crying all the time. I arrived there at the first night and I sat there and started crying just because I was there. And of course, I met Maria and I just fangirled a little bit. Like, I was really hoping to meet her for the last 4 years. And I could meet her finally, and it was such a special moment, almost like a core memory. So it was really important. And I cried, for example, when Amber got crowned, Chloe got crowned, and then I cried to say goodbye. I started crying, hugging Maria. So it definitely was more emotional and more special. But I love the UK Galaxy community. I feel so welcome. And it was just amazing, truly. That's why I got back there, because it's definitely worth it.
Awesome. And I know the reigning Miss Teen Galaxy Portugal was also there. Was
Yeah.
there anyone else on team Portugal, or was it just the two of
No,
you?
just the two of us. Yeah, it was amazing to share that with her, actually. Yeah.
I was going to say, you got some one-on-one time with the reigning queen. What was that like for you? Because I know your dream is to be the next, well, first Miss Teen Galaxy Portugal and then eventually
Yeah.
Miss Teen Galaxy. So what was it like to just have that time and pick her brain a little bit?
It was actually amazing because I felt like the love she had for Galaxy in lots of moments, and it was really amazing to see the love she has and the passion she has, and that's something that inspires me to keep going, and that really made me like, okay, I have to feel happy to be here as well, because she is she was so emotional all the time, and she was so happy, that inspired me to be even more happier, even more happy at the time. And also meeting Alma. It was crazy because her mom come to me and she was like, "Okay, I'll be so excited to meet you." And I'm like, "What? Like Miss in Galaxy
Mhm.
is actually excited to meet me?" And it was amazing to meet Alma as well. So being one on one with my Portuguese queen and the international queen was definitely something special. Yeah,
They're both something special. I mean,
yeah,
I've met both of them and spent time with both of them. Actually, I need to get Miss Teen Galaxy Portugal on the show
yeah,
at some point before her reign is up, which is so soon, which is so
yeah.
um
There is.
it's been a journey. I know for you it's definitely been a journey. Off the top, I mentioned that you were first runner up. Congratulations, because when you were
Thank you.
on last time, I think it was about the same time before nationals.
Yeah.
Um, and you were first runner up. And when I remember watching you and seeing your one, you prepare, and then two, be on stage, but to see you grow since then. What has it been? I know what it's like to be a first runner up going back into the national stage. What has it been like for you?
It's been something different. As I've mentioned before, it's not only with UK Galaxy Pageants, but the whole journey has been so emotional, so nostalgic. Also because it's my last year as a teen. I do my 19 6 days after internationals, so it's that close before aging up to a miss. I interpret that as a sign, like the universe is trying to tell me it's now or never. Um, and it's been really emotional, and I feel very lucky to have this opportunity. And being first runner up is something that I don't think much about it because I don't want it to influence my experience. Like, okay, I'm first runner up, and that means I have to be better, or the organization already knows me. So I'm not trying to get that into my mindset through the journey through Galaxy Portugal this year. But
Mhm.
it's definitely, sometimes I remember it and I'm like, okay, I'm first runner up. And it really was amazing to be top two with Carol. And I'm so excited to see what happens this year. I'm not expecting to win. I'm just hopeful. And also, my finalists, my fellow finalists, are so amazing. They are also unique and different. And I've been creating huge friendships with every one of them, and I will miss them so much. So it's definitely been something like out of this world. I don't know why, but it's been actually so different and so special this year.
That's awesome. Well, I'm super excited for you. I mean, I saw the white party or your white outfit, your
Yeah.
catwalk girl. You are killing it.
Thank you.
I'm a fan of yours, and I am super excited to see what happens. It's in a couple of weeks, right?
It's in 13 days. Yeah, so it's in less than 2 weeks. It's April 25.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's so
it's really close.
exciting. Really quickly, actually, I'm gonna go to some Instagram questions, and you mentioned Amber from the UK, and
Yeah,
she has a lot of questions for you. So
she told me.
I'm gonna make her our third chair today. She asks, and this is a great one, especially because
Hmm.
you were first runner up, and now you're coming back. Is why did you decide to come back to Galaxy?
Because actually being first runner up, it's not something that pushes me away from the Galaxy dream. It's something that motivates me to get back because if I was first runner up, it means that I am close and I'm a potential winner. So why give up now that I am that close?
Hmm.
And also being the last year as a teen, it didn't like feel right to be in someplace else. I just believe and I just feel that Galaxy is my place, is my second home. So there was no reason to give up now.
I love that. And
Yeah.
so you mentioned a few times that this is your last time going into the teen division. Would you, should anything happen, come back as a miss?
Maybe not for now, because I want to focus on other things also. And Portugal Galaxy has just been like I I went from a junior to a teen, so it's like scary to think about competing as a miss in Galaxy, um, because it's like a huge gap. Like from junior to teen, it's not that huge difference. I didn't feel it, but to teen to miss, it's just something different. and maybe I have to settle a little bit. And also, I've been competing 4 years in a row, so maybe try to focus on other things like cosplay and everything, because it's something I also love.
Hmm.
But I would definitely, because I have manifesting this, I've been manifesting that I go to internationals,
Yeah.
and actually place like high, like first runner up, high enough to get to internationals like the next year.
Hmm.
So by that time, I would be a miss. So in that case, I would love to go. But thinking about competing in a miss here in Portugal again and everything, it's a little bit scary yet. So I wanted to focus on other things if I don't win. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't see that not happening. We do a lot of manifesting on the show, as you are aware. So don't worry, girl. Just
Yeah.
just keep saying it and it'll happen. I mean, you manifested in your outfits. I mean, you're wearing our stage color right now, and those crowns are beautiful. So
Yeah, they are.
just just
They
just
are.
keep
I
picturing it
have
on.
to manifest it. Yeah, I've been literally saying everyone like I'm busy this summer because I will be preparing for internationals.
Oh,
So
there you go. There you go. She
that's
claimed
literally
it.
it. Yeah.
I love that. So let's talk about cosplaying, and then we'll go back to your our pageant
Okay.
conversation a little later. I know last time I believe you said your favorite person to cosplay, I believe, was Catwoman at the time, or did I make that up?
Um,
Did I make
I
that
think
up?
it was Harley Quinn by that time
Harley
because
Quinn.
I
That's it.
didn't
That's it.
ever. Yeah, I
I was
didn't.
like,
I
it's a
didn't
DC
cosplay
character.
Catwoman, but that's not a problem.
Okay, so now is it still Harley Quinn or is it somebody else?
It's mostly her, Scarlet Witch, Wanda
Ooh.
Maximoff. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
met that suit, and I connected with her. I don't know, I connected with the character, and I did her suit. Like it took 9 months in and out, but it's really screen accurate by my point of view, and I'm really proud of that. Also, I've made my Mighty Thor costume in 1 week, and then I did the Kang suit of Quantumania, Ant-Man. I don't know if you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I did it in 4 days. No, 4 days, no, five, because I had the premiere that week. And I was already thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, this is it. I have to do it, because by that time, the group of cosplayers that attend the premiere, we didn't have like anyone from the movie, and I was like, okay, so I need to be it. I need to be the main villain, and I did it. I did it in 5 days. It was crazy. It was really, really crazy.
Wow.
Sleepless nights and everything, but it was worth it. Yeah.
Okay, wait. I remember when you prepared for Galaxy or Portugal Galaxy Portugal last time, your mom was making your outfits. And
Yeah.
now I'm listening to you say you're making all of your cosplay outfits. Has your mom, I guess, passed on her talents to you? And then if so, are you making your own outfits for Galaxy?
So actually, I designed my interview one, and then we bought it, and my mom did the modifications because she's just better with sewing. Like cosplay, I can just make everything up, like gluing everything, and it wouldn't look bad. But with pageant outfits, it's more like professional, and it has to look fancy. So it has to look good. So I can't just glue everything. So I designed my interview outfit. My mom made the alterations for me, and the same thing is happening with my fashion, where I draw it, I designed it, and my mom is doing the sewing part, but I also helped her with the bidding part. So
Mm.
we can say it was like a teamwork this time.
Oh, I'm so excited. Well, first off, your interview outfit, the blue outfit, was beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you.
What inspired you to for the color and then wearing a power suit?
So I wanted to like, as it's my last year as a teen and in Galaxy, I wanted to like give this nostalgic feeling to this year. So I wanted to join like the first color I wore for an interview in 2019. I wore a blue dress,
Nice.
and I wanted to join that color to the suit proposal I used in 2021. That it was a purple suit with this blazer actually, and I wanted to join the both things, but I didn't want to go all blue because I wanted to give like a more teen look, and I wanted to give like a more light color, and white does look good on me. So I took advantage of it, and I choose blue because it's like my favorite color, and besides being my favorite color, it's been with me since the beginning of Galaxy. The blue dress that I wore for interview in 2019 was actually the dress I wore for the casting of Miss Galaxy Portugal 2019. So I just felt that I had to have the blue with me. And also, that interview outfit was to pay homage to my great grandmother that died when I was 6. And she was crazy about fashion and beauty pageants, and she never got to see me compete in one. So I want her to be with me in a certain way. So I did took her blue brooch pin with me on my blazer. I think you saw that. It was my grandmother, and I just wanted to feel connected with her because I know she would be proud and she would be fascinated, and she would like judge all the looks of every girl she would see because she was really passionate about it. And I wanted to bring her with me, and I'm also glad that in the interview they asked me if I could be with an alive person or dead person, who would it be and why. So that was a great question, and I was really happy to be questioned about it because I could talk about her. So yeah, that's a little more about what made me design my interview outfit.
I love that. I mean, the brooch was beautiful. I remember seeing it. I was like, "Oh, it's so nice." So just to hear you talk about it is amazing. I mean, my grandmother passed away recently, and I did similar things to incorporate her in my wedding. So
Yeah.
I totally get it, and I love that. Can I just say, the last time you were here, you were very cautious about your English, and whoa,
Thank
like
you.
night and day. Like your English was already very good when we did our first interview, but you have nothing to worry about now. You've
Thank you.
really been preparing, and it shows. If I encourage those who are watching, and if anyone is watching, um, to go back to our previous interviews. I encourage you actually to go back into our old interview and then look at you
I
now.
will.
Like you've grown, and it's incredible.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Anyways, talking about people in the chats, Scott Dion Brown, who I do my other podcast with, is in the chats, and he says hello. He also
Hello.
asks, have you ever done any Star Wars cosplay?
Oh, I actually, with home stuff and everything, I did like a Anakin Skywalker from the second movie. I don't remember the Attack of the Clones. Yeah, I think this is the right name. Sometimes I just mess them up because there are too many. But I did one with clothes. It wasn't like really good, but for the TikToks I made, I did it, and I did an Anakin Skywalker cosplay with that. And I also did my makeup to look like his face, and I actually think it was pretty good. Just my hair was just so too long to do Anakin Skywalker, but I'm also planning on do a Padme cosplay or Rey Skywalker cosplay. So yeah, maybe yeah.
Nice. Well, he says that's cool. And yep, Attack of the Clones. That's really
Yeah.
awesome. Do you, okay, because I only see your pageant stuff. So do you have you mentioned TikTok. Do you have like a cosplay account and a
Yeah.
pageant account?
Like
Oh.
on TikTok, it's where I upload everything about cosplay and geek pop culture stuff. For example, I have other cosplays there. For example, I did a Moon Knight version. I did She-Hulk as well, and
Ooh.
I did many Wanda cosplays, like from Age of Ultron and others for Multiverse of Madness. Besides the suit she has, so I've been making like really. I've done a Spider Woman recently too. Like last week, I did a photo shoot with a Spider Woman suit. So yeah, I've been uploading
Who
everything
are
there,
you?
and it's really beautiful because since I created that account in October 2021, I've just made this amazing community around me, and now we are like 10K on TikTok, and it's amazing. I
What is
never
your
thought.
TikTok? I need to see this.
Vitoria S.G. Silva.
Vitoria. Yes, that's right. I am on air, but I am going to look for it right now. Wait, Vitoria
S.G.
Silva. Okay,
Yeah.
found you. Okay, 10.4K. You got a new follower. Wow. Okay. It's so crazy because I know you as Pageant
Yeah,
Vitoria, right? I know
yeah.
you as this prim and proper beauty queen. And then I see your TikTok. Y'all need to see it. Folks, go check her TikTok at the end of this. That is amazing. Um, I know we talked about this before, but for those who are new, how did you get into cosplay? I know last time you kind of showed me your collection of memorabilia the last time you were
Yeah.
on. So, how did you get into it? What are you into? Tell us more.
Okay, so I was always, since I was a young girl, into dressing up. Every morning, like when I was 4, I would dress like my princess dress and I would do the breakfast for my parents. And I think that's when it started because I always like dressed up for carnival and everything. And for Halloween, we actually celebrate more Halloween here in my home than Easter, actually. So we are like this crazy family, and costumes were always a part of us. So it started more professionally, we can say, like in 2019 with Harley Quinn, because I got really obsessed with the character and I wanted to dress up her like her. And
Mhm.
my school carnival parade, for example. And then I did Birds of Prey jacket that she wears most of the time, though all puffy and colored. And I did it, and then the pandemic went by and I did stop because there wasn't like school carnival parades to go and everything. But then when I saw WandaVision, it just got everything started again, and that's when I made the WandaVision suit. Then now is the Multiverse of Madness suit.
Mm.
Um, so it just really was something that I think it grew with me, and then for many years I stopped, but there was something just pulling me back to cosplay. And I think little Victoria would be so proud to know that I'm still dressing up as the characters, and um, the characters I love. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun.
That's awesome. Well, I have been going through your TikTok content as you were talking, and I think you have a lot of talent, and it's crazy to think that this all came from you dressing up as a princess. But I love that it's not just you, it's also your family that likes
Yeah.
to get together. If your family were to cosplay as, I don't know, like from one comic book or one movie, like as one set of main characters from a specific show or movie, what do you think it would be?
Of course, the Adams family, maybe not like crazy stuff and everything, but me and my brother are always teasing each other. So I completely feel like Pugsley and Wednesday sometimes with my brother. And I think it's just, they are crazy, of course, but they are a beautiful family.
Mhm.
And that's what I feel about my family. Yeah.
Crazy but beautiful.
Yeah.
Scott actually asks, have you ever attended conventions? Do you attend conventions?
Yeah, I actually attended Lisbon Games Week last November. It was like a 3 day event, 4 day event actually. I just attended three. And it was amazing because by Lisbon Games Week, something really special happened to me, because it was my first con after producing content on TikTok. So the last ones I didn't have the TikTok, I didn't have like that amount of followers. So it was crazy because this girl that follows me on Instagram, also, she wanted really like a lot to get to know me that day on the last day of Lisbon Games Week, and I was getting out of the con, and she was arriving, and she was like, please wait for me. And yeah, I will wait for you, there's no problem. And she just came to me crying, like, why are you crying? And she was like, I was so afraid I wouldn't meet you. And then she just comes to me and gives me like a pin saying Loki for president. And she then shows me that she had one, so we could have like matching pins. And
Oh.
it was amazing because she was crying so much. And our mom was just looking at me smiling. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I just think something in my brain just snapped. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting like important in some kind of way, that I have people liking me so much that they cry when they see me.
You're an
So it was really
influencer.
yeah, I was really like, okay, now this is serious, now this isn't a joke anymore. Like, because I have people wanting to meet me. And then on other days of Lisbon Games Week, I actually had many people taking photos of me. And it was crazy. It was actually really crazy. It's crazy to think that even they don't follow you on social media, they like your cosplays that much. And it was really amazing to just feel all that love and everything. After that, I posted some TikToks, and people were like, "Oh my God, I took a picture with you, and you looked so nice." And oh my God, I can believe I didn't went. I didn't go actually, and it was just so special. And it just keeps me like, okay, I can't quit TikTok now. I just can't, because I have people who support me, and I also love this, and I love like the support and everything, and making people feel happy with just creating content. It's just really crazy that just by making videos for the internet, some someone else just can like you that much. It's just crazy. And that moment with the girl crying just because she wanted to meet me was really a core memory. And I use my pin, Loki pin, on my bag every day. It's
Aw,
been there since November, and it was just amazing. And I also went to Comic Con last year in December, here in Portugal. And it was also amazing because I met um, Alan Tudyk, who was the voice actor for Joker on the Harley Quinn animated series,
oh
and
wow.
he also did the voices for Hey Hey and Moana
Oh,
and King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph. So it was
wow.
amazing to meet him. It's just so sad that I couldn't go the other days because we had like the actor of Shazam, for example. But yeah, it was the only day I could go, and it was amazing as well.
That's so awesome. That's so cool. I mean, it it's goes to show you the power of the internet,
Yeah,
where you don't know half more than half. I hope you don't know all 10,000 people who follow you, but to
for sure.
see their reactions towards you, right? And we
Yeah,
always talk about representation mattering, and that girl crying because she probably saw herself in you, right? And
yeah,
I'm sure there are a lot of little girls who also dress up as princesses as kids, or want to be Harley Quinn or She Hulk, and then they come upon your TikTok and they're like, oh, I can be just like
yeah.
her, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but it's beautiful,
It
and I'm
is.
glad. And I'm glad that I'm not only inspiring people in pageantry, but also cosplaying. It's amazing, really.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess I want to touch upon that. Do you see similarities in both cosplay and pageantry?
I think that, as I mentioned right now, to be able to inspire people, it's definitely something in common. And the fact that also cosplay, and both cosplay and pageantry, allows you to be creative and to be yourself through all like the things that you have to go through. For example, the stage performance in pageantry and all that glamsy and fancy stuff, you can still be yourself. And in cosplay, you are of course in a cosplay, but you are still yourself. And when people get to meet you, they meet yourself, they meet your personality. For example, the girl crying, she knew me not only by the cosplays, she followed me because she liked who I was, because there are many cosplayers online, and she could not follow me, so she followed me and she liked me that much because of the person I was. So that's definitely something that I see in common, both in cosplay, both in pageantry. Yeah.
That's awesome. I want to go back to, let's talk about pageants, of
Okay.
course. This is the pageant sit down. I was actually telling Scott, so on the sit down with Scott Dion Brown, we actually do talk a lot about, he talks a lot about Star Wars, and we talk a lot about pop culture and geek culture, I think is what you called it.
Yeah.
We want to get you on our show as well. So
Oh,
we'll
that
save
would be
all of
great.
this for then. So let's
Yeah.
go back to pageant chat for a moment. I'm going to go back to Amber's questions on
Okay.
Instagram. She says, if you are lucky enough to win, what are you most looking forward to in your reign?
Oh, definitely. She has that question knowing exactly what I was going to answer. I'm sure of that. Of course, it would be to be in internationals with Amber and Chloe, because this is just a special thing that we created about being first runner-ups in our last competitions. And we've been manifesting to go to internationals, and seeing them both win was just so, so special. I cried so much. I cried like a baby,
Oh.
literally. And it was just so special because it's like seeing that manifestation and dream come true, but also gives you a little bit pressure, because I'm like, okay, I'm the only one left. I'm the only one left. But it's amazing. And besides that, of course, internationals. And it's crazy because when I think about internationals, I don't think about competing for a title. I just imagine myself fangirling over like the queens and everything that I want to meet for years. I just feel like literally a pageant fan when I think about Galaxy Internationals. It's just crazy. So that's definitely the most like things that I really want to do if I get crowned, that I'm really looking forward. Yeah.
That's awesome. And so I guess with the crown comes responsibilities, as we all
Yeah.
talk about. What is your first off? What is your platform?
So my platform, that's actually really a nice question, because I really love that every pageant girl and queen has their own and only platform. I don't have a specific platform because I like to raise awareness to all the causes that I can. So, but I actually have like a project that's called Happy World Project, where I incentivize and motivate people to clean the beaches in our country when it's not summer, because we have many projects that clean up the beaches during the summer, but on winter and autumn and even on spring sometimes we don't see many people and many projects doing that. So that's something I really wanted to create and to really raise awareness about. So I created a project about that. But besides my project, I also love to raise awareness to all the causes and ONGs and associations I can, because I think they all do a great job. And as our society and world is so broken, I just don't see myself focusing on one platform, because everything just needs to get together and to get and to get awareness. So that's just how I feel about having a platform. I just really raise awareness for all the causes that I can, and also have my project called Happy World. Yeah.
Awesome. I think honestly, I think that's wonderful. I am the same way where I believe so strongly in more than one thing, and
Yeah.
that's why my platform became a voice for the voiceless, because that
Yeah.
leads to so
Yeah.
many other things. So I completely get it.
Yeah.
And I think it's great that you do your initiatives, that you continue to support all of the organizations that you do, because it shows that you are a well-rounded, caring person. So that's
Thank
awesome.
you again.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And so with preparing for Galaxy Portugal, you obviously first runner up. I know we talked about it. So you were first runner up, and then you are now going again to Galaxy
Hmm.
Portugal. This is your third time going to, or
Yeah.
fourth, third,
It's third. Yeah.
third time. So this is your
It's been
third time
four
going.
years, but it's the third time. Yeah.
So what have you done differently preparing for this year than you did previously?
Of course, I didn't. I haven't been pressuring myself as I did last year, because last year I thought I needed the crown. Like it was like, if I do not win, then I failed, and it's not true. So that's
Mhm.
definitely something I've been doing different this year. I'm just really trying to just enjoy the experience, be with my fellow finalists. I love them so much, truly, and I'm just so happy to be there. And with the internship of Portugal Galaxy, I just felt so grateful to be there one more year. And of course, I want to win, and I believe I have the qualities to do like so. But if I don't win, that's okay, because I had the most amazing experience, and I didn't focus on the crown only. I did focus on enjoying the experience and in the general outcome. So if I do focus on the crown too much, I lose the track of everything else, and I lose the experience as at all. So I'm just trying to really enjoy myself, to be myself, to not try to seek perfectionism, because it doesn't exist. and of course not thinking I need the crown. Because actually I think that it's the queen that makes the crown. Because of course we all always in our lives met queens who don't have crowns. So I actually believe that. And I just think that it's some if sorry I do believe that the crown is the one who needs me, because I think that um if I win, I can like I'm just planning the most like filled up rain and everything, and I think that's what gives the crown meaning. So it's definitely not me that needs the crown anymore. It's the crown that needs me. So that's definitely something that really changed in my mindset from last year to this one. Yeah.
I love that. I totally understand what you mean. I feel like I was the same way when I first went into Galaxy Canada. It was like, nope, I gotta do this, and it was all
Yeah.
in or nothing. But then it kind of humbles you, doesn't it, when you become first runner up? And I think that's
Yeah.
what makes it so beautiful when a first runner up does win or a runner up wins, is because they kind of they were, like you said, you were this close to winning, and so
Yeah.
you're able to, one, get humbled a little bit, but then you also get that feeling of like, I really want this, so I now need to work harder and prove even harder
Yeah.
why the crown needs me. You're right. You don't
Yeah.
need the crown because you've done
Yeah.
everything incredible throughout the last couple of years without it, with just your
Yeah.
sash on, with your regional
Yeah.
sash on. And even as a first runner up, I mean, you've done so many amazing things, and that in itself is wonderful and beautiful. So I get it, and I wish
Yeah.
you nothing but the best, because I know you're counting down the days, less than
Yeah.
2 weeks. I know we're all super excited for you.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
so just keep being you. Just keep
Yeah.
doing you. Don't put that pressure though that, I am the
No,
last one. And
actually, that just makes the crown even further away. I just believe that when you think that you need the crown, it's when the universe will plan literally everything for you not to get it, because you're
Mhm,
not ready for it.
exactly.
You actually need to get into that mindset that you don't need the crown needs you, so that chances of you winning grow. Because I really felt that. I felt like last year, and many people felt it with me. We all felt and all thought um, I was going to win, and of course, Carol is amazing, and she did amazing on international. Shout
Hmm.
out to them, because they weren't wear their clothes. I know you know
They
this.
went through it
Yeah,
all. Oh my
yeah, they went through
gosh.
it all, and it's just so inspiring. And congratulations to Carol, because she has done the most amazing reign. But last year, like everyone was talking about me winning, and for some reason that didn't happen. And in that moment I just was thinking to myself, okay, I failed, what went wrong, what I did wrong. And that's when I realized that I wasn't ready for the crown,
Hmm.
because the mindset wasn't there. And having the crown would just give me like an unhealthy and toxic mindset throughout the journey. And on the end
Hmm.
of my reign I would definitely become dependent of the crown. So I'm glad I didn't win in that sense, because I wasn't ready for it. So yeah.
Speaking like a true queen.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay, so Victoria, you know the show. You've been on the show. You watched a bunch of it, so you know that there is a segment on the show which is 5 tips from a beauty queen.
Yeah.
And you have taken all the tips and more from everyone that you talk to. So, based off of what you've learned throughout your 4 years at Galaxy Portugal and all the things that you've learned about yourself, what would be your five, or more if you really want to, what would be your top pageant tips for everyone watching?
Okay, first one is definitely don't pressure yourself, and don't try to reach that crown like obsessive, like over it. Don't do it, because it's unhealthy for you, and you don't need a crown to demonstrate how amazing you are and how worthy you are of doing great things in your life. So don't let a crown define you, because at the end of the day it's just some piece of plastic or metal with jewels that sits on a shelf. So don't let the crown define you, and just try to enjoy the full experience of being in pageantry, because you will win so much more when when you are not only focusing on the crown. That would be my first advice. My second tip would definitely be yourself, because that's this one quote that I've been hearing a lot lately, that is, to be a beauty queen or to be a miss is definitely being yourself. Because being a miss and being a beauty queen is being bringing something unique to the table. That's why you won. That's just because you were unique and you were different, and that's a superpower that we all have. That's being ourselves. That's what makes us different. So I would definitely tell every pageant girl to just be themselves, because they will win a lot and they will grow a lot and they will be such a better version of themselves in the end of the pageants. Yeah. My third tip my third tip would be always have a plan B. Like, always have like a second dress, always have like a second pair of shoes, because you never know what can happen. And I always believe that being prepared is what makes part of the success. Like, I always believe, as Katrina Gray taught me in her course, I always believe that success is a mix of both preparation and opportunity. So I do believe that being prepared is like a great tip for any pageant girl, and not only pageant girl, like in life. Just be prepared for everything that you are getting your mind into. My fourth tip would be maybe, let me think of it. Um, Maybe just try to make friendships, above all. Try to make true and real friendships. I know that every pageant girl once in their journey thought, okay, I can't trust her because she's competing with me. But that's not true. Actually, my best friend, and I can name her, is Sofia Saavedra, and I met her in Galaxy 2019, and she competed also in Galaxy 2021, and we've been talking ever since, and we've been together ever since. So you can definitely make through friendships through pageantry. So just don't get your mind trapped into, okay, I can't be a real friend with her because she's competing with me and she's not trustful. That's not right. And that type of mindset will trap you at the end of the day. um Fifth pageant advice I would give, it's maybe anticipation. Just anticipate yourself. For example, I bought my evening gown in August, so we didn't even have a final date. But I wanted to be prepared in every aspect. For example, the Portugal Galaxy internship was in March. I already had all my looks by January, because with that, you don't also can relax yourself more about those important stuff of the competition. You don't have like to think about it all the way till finals or till 1 month finals, but you can also prepare it with more time, and it will come better when you anticipate yourself. And it's also something that Katrina teach me, like anticipate yourself, like everything you can do to be prepared, like a lot of time before everything goes. It will be good for you because you will have time to prepare yourself, to plan everything with time, and that's definitely going to change your pageant journey, because it will like reduce a lot of stress, and that will be perfect for you to like just have fun on the pageant finals. Yeah, this would be like my 5 tips. I
There,
know I talk too much, but I just
no,
want to get everything clear.
those are five amazing tips. And I know that you've done, like, I know you mentioned Catriona, and I know you've done a lot of pageant prepping or preparations and self discovery through it all. So I think it's amazing. And I think your tips were great. I mean, those are probably the tips I would have given too. So I love all the tips that you
Thank you.
gave. I really want to talk quickly about Around the Galaxy. So I know
Okay.
you started your own Instagram live little
Yeah.
talk show interview thing. How
Yeah.
did that come up, and how has it been going for you?
Oh, it's been wonderful, because actually I've been thinking about doing it since 2021, and it didn't happen by that time, but it's been wonderful to do it by now, because I always had like this really immense, huge urge and heel to like connect with more girls and queens around the world. I just wanted to share their stories and to get to know a little bit more of that about them. And it's been really wonderful. For example, I interviewed Miss Team Kent Galaxy Armani. She competed in UK Galaxy Pageants with Amber,
Mhm.
and we did our interview before our finals. And for example, it's amazing what just a simple live Instagram can do, because when I arrived at the UK, she came so excited to meet me, and that's like we created a bond before we met, and that's something really special and beautiful. And as I've said, if I went to go to internationals, I would be fangirling with all the queens and girls. So that would definitely was something that made me want to do the Around the Galaxy series, because I wanted to get this bond with every person possible, just because I just like to feel connected, and then I can have like the most amazing outcome of pageantry, that is like a lot of friends and a lot of support around the world. And I think pageants is about that. It's about meeting amazing persons, and that's what made me create the Around the Galaxy series. I just want to share stories and make friendships.
That's awesome. So you've done, I think, 11 or 12 of them already.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
saw you interviewed Chloe. I just caught the
Yeah.
end. I was like, oh, there's my Galaxy Canada sister. So I totally agree with you. Being able to meet everyone, and especially being able to learn from everyone too,
Yeah.
right? It's one to follow people on Instagram or TikTok and see what they're doing, but to actually have like this, have a
Yeah.
conversation with you. I've never met you in person, but I feel like I have, because
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see you all the
definitely.
time on Instagram and now on TikTok. So so yeah, no,
Yeah.
I am genuinely super proud of the person that you're growing and becoming, because you and I connected when you were in the juniors. Get to know the juniors, I think,
Yeah.
is what your
Yeah.
little interview thing was. Oh no, wait, were you part of that?
I wasn't, but I did an interview by that
Yes.
time. And yeah.
So it's like I got to know you through your Galaxy journey. I can't believe it's been this long. And so then to
Yeah.
see you grow to become who you are now on this show and putting yourself out there, it's incredible. And I wish you nothing but the best and all of the success. I can't talk anymore. All of the success in the next couple of weeks. If you need advice, if you need anything, if you need someone to vent to, I mean, you can always message me.
Okay.
That's no problem.
Thank you so much. I'm also so grateful that I came across you, because you are such a sweet person, and I loved to see like the pictures of your wedding. You looked so
Oh,
happy and looked
goodness.
so beautiful. Yeah, you looked so great. And
Thanks.
I just wish you all the best in your life. And the Page and Sit Down is just an amazing show. That's why I came back.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
so
yeah.
happy you came back.
And I'm just really grateful to have you in my life. Just really, just only online, but of course we'll meet someday.
I hope so. I
Yeah.
really do hope so. I'm just checking on Instagram, I mean, on the chats to see if I've missed anything. To all of you who are watching, we have Vitoria for a couple more minutes. So if you have any questions or if you want to say hi, I can read a chat to her. Um, excuse me. Scott says, "Fun chat. I followed you on TikTok too. TikTok
Thank
too.
you.
So you got 2 new followers today. So people make sure you check her out. Before I let you go, and as people are typing their messages in the live chats, do you have any last minute words that you'd like to share with all of our viewers?
I'm just happy to be here, to be talking to all of you. It's been a huge journey for all the people that follow me, or even the people that really just met me now. It's been like 4 years, and it's been 4 years of full growth and self discovery, and of course, making friendships, making memories, and it's really crazy because pageantry became like my purpose in life. And I wanted to like make sure that everyone knows, especially little girls, that try pageants if you can, because you will grow so much. Of course, all the hard work will be from you, but you will grow so much from pageantry, and you will completely change. Like, I couldn't speak to my class before pageantry. I would turn red, I would freeze, and I would cry after that, after the class on the bathroom. And I don't do it anymore. And it was like in my native language. And now I can talk with you on here in English. And it really shows how pageants can really change your life. And I want to like make everyone know that clearly. And if you ever have the chance to try Galaxy, do it, because Galaxy is so different. It's such a beautiful concept. It's family, sisterhood, and it doesn't really imply any body measurements, which is incredible. And it allows every woman to participate, and it's just such a beautiful pageant. And I'm so thankful to Maria that she's doing this incredible job. So I just want to make sure of that, and also thank Jenny and Joanna for making like little girls and Portuguese women their dreams come true, because you've literally been changing lives for the last 4 years. And I know it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for anyone, especially during the pandemic. So I really want to thank you, because you know, you've been like following my journey since the beginning, and you know that I've grown so much, and it was because of you. So I want to make that clear. Yeah.
Amazing. Love all the shout outs. Victoria, you mentioned people joining Galaxy. I know tickets are being sold for Galaxy, but
Yeah.
if people wanted to either get tickets or learn more about Galaxy Portugal, where can people find it?
So, of course, I have like a highlight on my personal account actually, where it starts with me explaining the concept of Galaxy, what it stands for, what association do we raise funds for. So, it's all explained, age categories, everything. So, it's up there. And actually, the tickets for Portugal Galaxy, I have the link on my bio, and I'm always trying to make stories about it. So, you won't get rid of me talking about the tickets. And I have the link on my bio. So, please, if you are from Portugal, or if you want to come over to Portugal, please talk with me, because I will love to receive you and, of course, show my country. Actually, Sasha Star, the former Junior Miss Galaxy UK, is coming, and she's staying at my place. So I just really want you to be a part of this. And if I can help you being a part of this, I will help you. So tickets, link on my bio, and you have an ally on my personal account called Galaxy, where I explain everything about Galaxy in words. Me literally talking, not just a written story. So you really have me talking about it like for 4 stories, and then you have like a huge like Insta story talking about the age categories, and then the Ronald McDonald House charities. So I explain everything to you. And of course, if you follow me through my Pageant account, you know that I've talked, and I go to my account for every day. I don't quit Galaxy, like my Pageant account. So you always get to know, and you can always pop on my DMs. Like I've had so many girls who wanted to compete in Galaxy, and they've asked me about it. So you can always drop a message, because I will always answer, and I will be so happy to clarify everything about Galaxy to you.
I love it. So you mentioned your bio, you mentioned your pages. So what are your social media handles?
So my personal account is Vitoria SG Silva, the same as TikTok. And then we have Vitoria Pageants, that's the Pageant account. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. So I will put all the links in the description at the end of today's episode. I can't believe the hour went by so quickly.
Yeah,
So I
I
will put
talk too much.
No, I love it. So I will put the link in the description below for all of you to go follow her Instagram, her TikTok, everything. Tickets for Portugal Galaxy are still available. So please check it out. I'm going to say quickly to all of our viewers, thank you so much for tuning into the Pageant Sit Down. It has been amazing getting to catch up with Vitoria, but to also catch up with all of you. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoy all things pageantry, all of our guests in pageantry, or just really like this channel, please subscribe. And again, to all of those who have tuned in today, thank you so much for leaving your comments and likes and all of that down below. Vitoria, thank you again so much for joining me this evening. I know it is super late there. It is already midnight. So thank
It's
you,
okay.
thank you, thank you
Thank you.
for spending some time with me as you prepare for Portugal Galaxy. And I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me again.
Of
Thank you, really.
course. I can't wait to have you on here next time with your new crown. Just saying.
Oh, hopefully. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers
Yes,
crossed.
yes. Well, Victoria, thank you again so much. And to everyone, thank you as well. If you are in Portugal, please have a great night. If you are anywhere else, and if you are also in Toronto, please enjoy the sunshine. It feels like summer. It's still spring here, but it feels like
Yeah,
summer here.
here too.
It does. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, to everyone, enjoy the warm weather, enjoy your evenings, and we'll see you all next time. Ooh, bye.
Bye.